Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. And how have you been?
Yes, I have been great and doing excellent. Not doing any kinds of means or of things. Just I'm studying, improving my English, and nowadays I'm on leave. That's why I'm studying a lot. That's all. What about you? How have you been?
Yes, my practice is going on very well. Yeah. And whenever I get free time, I always try to connect with another person for my improving my English skill. Yeah. Sir, we are meeting very first time. Yeah. And maybe your name is I am Mukesh. Mukesh is your name. Yeah.
Yes, yes, you are right. My name is Mukesh Kumar.
Yes, yes. And now we are meeting very first time. We don't know about each other. Who are you and where are you from? And currently, what do you do? Are you student or are you working person? So before starting our conversation, we should introduce ourselves. Yeah, so that we can ask any question to you. And so, first of all, please introduce yourself.
Okay, why not? As you know, my name is Mukesh Kumar, and I am from Bihar. Currently, I am living in Jammu. If I talk about my education, then I have done 10 plus 2. If I talk about my hobby, then I read book and I do gym. That's all about me.
You belong to Bihar.
Yes, I belong to Bihar.
And right now, where are you living?
Right, right now, I'm in Jammu.
Jammu.
Yes, 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 you are right.
Yes, yes. But in which purpose did you go there in Jammu Kashmir?
Actually, I am working here. I am a part of military, so I am doing work and I am a military person.
Electric.
I am military person. I am saying that like this. I am a soldier of India. So I am posted here. That's why I'm here.
Yes. Sir, how long have you been working over there?
Actually, Miss, recently I have come here. Talking about that, like 2 and 3 months ago, I was in another place. So just I have gone now. Means I think 2 and 3 months ago I came here.
Yes, yes. And in Jammu Kashmir, it is also tourist place. Yeah, there are so many places are famous. Yeah.
Yes, you are right. There are lots of means, no, but I'm not in means Jammu Kashmir. I'm in Jammu. Okay. So, sir, please could you tell me about yourself? Let me know who are you and where are you calling from? What's your name and why are you here?
Yes, definitely, definitely. First of all, thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity to introduce myself in front of you. I am Santanu Das. I am connecting from West Bengal, and by professional, I am working person. I work in a hospital as an attendant. And if I talk about my education qualification, I have completed my graduation in mathematics subject. And if I talk about my hobbies, I always like playing cricket and football. But right now, I don't play cricket and football because I don't get free time. And apart from also, I'm running my one YouTube channel, which name is English with SD. That's all about me. It is my short introduction.
Sorry, I forget that. Like, Miss, you must have told me about your this job. And could you repeat again what you do?
Yeah, I am working person. I work in a hospital as an attendant.
For how long have you been doing this work?
Yeah, I have been working in the hospital about 13 years.
About 13 years. Oh, that's great. May I know that is what's the purpose are you learning this language?
Yes, it is wonderful question for me. Actually, I why I am learning this language because there are so many reasons. And first of all, English is an international language as well as the communication language. Yeah, to communicate each other, to communicate other country of people, English is necessary. English is needful language also. Right now, you are from Bihar and you have your own native language, and that's why also I don't know your native language properly. But I belong to West Bengal. That's why Bengali is my mother tongue and you know my mother tongue properly. But after learning English, we are connecting each other. Yeah, we are talking each other. Yeah, that's also English is connecting language. On the other hand, English is a professional language. Whenever you go to the interview for taking a good job in a multinational company, first of all, the interviewer asks the question in English. Yeah, that's also English is right now very necessary and needful language. But I am learning this language because there is another reason. Because when I was starting in my school life, when I was starting in my class, I starting my in class 8th standard and 9th standard. At that time, my English was not good, and at that time, I was so weak in English subject. And at that time, I was always scared of the English subject. And at that time, I did not know how to make a sentence in English properly because I belong to village area and there is there is no good English environment. And and when I was starting in my primary school, there was no English subject in my primary school. That's why my English was so weak. Yeah. And in this time, I am working person, and whenever I get free time, I always try to learn English. And before speaking English, I have completed the all grammatical rules. Yeah, because whilst during my study, I did not know how to make a sentence in English properly. That's why also before speaking English, I have completed my grammatical rules. And after completing the grammatical rules, I started my English speaking journey. Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah, that like means. May I know that means when did you start your English journey and what things motivated you to learn this language?
Yes. I have been learning this language about 2 years, but I have been speaking English about 1 year. Yeah, before speaking English, I have completed the grammatical rules. Yeah, that's why also I have been learning this language about 2 years. And I first of all, when I started my English speaking journey, at that time I watched so many so many grammatical video on YouTube channel, and at that time also I watched most of the young boys. They belong to village area. They are also speaking English very well. I noticed that on YouTube, and after from that place also I have been motivated. Yeah.
Okay, means you have been learning this language for 2 years. And talking about your speaking means you have started means your English I think for 1 year.
1 year.
What means so when do you get time to speak English? Like because you are doctor first, means you work in hospitals, means when do you get time to do practice?
Yes, I belong to village area and it is rural hospital. It is near my house. And there is no good English environment at my house. There is no good English environment in my locality. And in the hospital, there is no need to English. There is no need to English. Most of the people always speak our native language, Bengali. Yeah, but uh, but I have to do shifting duty in the hospital, morning, evening, night. Yeah. And whenever I get period today, I will go to the evening duty in the morning time free. That's why also I am practicing right now. Yeah. And in this way, and whenever I go to the morning duty, at that time also I will be free evening time, and at that time also I make this kind of video. And every single day, whenever I get free time, I practice with another co-learner person for my improving my English skill. In this way, right now also I am practicing.
Okay, that's clear that like this. May I know one thing that means and how do you do practice? If I talk about me, then I do a lot of work. Means because I read book, I watch it like this, I watch some English movie, I watch like this podcast. Means what do you do? Means you know, which type of means English do you listen? Which type of video do you listen? Means watch.
Yes, yes. At the beginning time, when I started my English speaking journey, at that time, actually, I never joined any coaching center. I did not go anywhere. Always staying at my home and using my smartphone, I am learning this language. And at the beginning time, as far as I remember, when I started my English speaking journey, at that time, in front of camera, I always used to speak in continuously. Yeah. And after recording the video, I watched very carefully where is my mistake. Yeah. After that, also, I have to find out what kind of mistake I was doing while speaking English. And after that also I find out, and after that also I rectify. Yeah, and in this way also at the beginning time I used to practice. But right now also whenever I get free time, I watch so many video on YouTube channel. Yeah, and when I watch the YouTube video, I always watch with subtitle. Yeah, and at that time also I follow two rules. I practice with two things. Number one is listening power, and number two is reading power. Yeah, I know also reading is listening is very important. Yeah. And sir, I would like to know about yourself and when did you start your English speaking journey and how did you learn this language?
Okay, so let me tell you about me. Means when I started this no journey. Actually means I have been speaking English for 2 years. Okay,
Two
and
years.
then when I started, I was totally jilted about this language. You know, I was totally means amateur in this language, and like this, I got to know that like there are lots of things on YouTube channel. Then I started watching the thing, and I didn't know what is the tenses. I didn't know what is the like grammar and vocab, means how it is called that like this B1, B2, B3. So I was totally zero, but I kept watching video, and then like I was watching video, I was not able to understand, but I kept watching video for 2 and 3 months, and then after that, like I gave up. I threw my, I'm not gonna learn this language. I'm not able to understand. Then how can I learn it? Means after 1 and 2 months, I met one person. He was preparing for officer. Then he made me understand that like you know this language needs a lot of time to learn. You have to give a lot of time and just keep patience, and then you will learn it. Just do one thing, just keep watching because we can't take online classes, offline classes because we are in Egypt. I thought, okay, let me give my 100%. Then I started watching video, and then I kept watching at least 6 months. I was not able to understand that one teacher. I got to know about that teacher that he told in one video. See that first of all, you want to understand what the native speaker they are going to speak. First of all, you have to listen them carefully, and you have to watch that video carefully. Not one day, 2 day, 3 days. After 4 and 5 days, if you are going to listen them regular, then you will get to know their accent, their means sentences, their means words, their structures. So I started watching them, then I started getting some like and some words. I thought, okay, yes, this person is speaking like this. So I started getting that means interest, and then I started learning, and I kept listening, I kept watching video. And in this way, I have reached here, and today I'm talking to you in front of you. I don't get that much of time so that I could make video with people, but I always try to speak with them. In this way, I started listening and I started reading.
Yes.
And one thing I would like to add in this, and conversation means I study a lot. Whenever I get time, I always try to collect some knowledge from videos, from books, some vocabs, and what I don't know, I always try to work on that thing. So in this way, I'm learning because I know that this language is spoken in world, not in only India. If you know this language, you would be admiring in India, especially in India, because in India, if you know how to speak English, you are considered that like this, you are knowledgeable person. It's my point of view. That's why my family member no one knows how to speak English because I come from Bihar, and Bihar people they always try to speak their mother tongue. But I am going to speak English so that I I want to be one person in my family member so that I could know how to speak English. So
Yes.
that's why I'm language. And in this way, I started my English journey. And I right now I am in front of you. I'm talking to you. And still, I am learning this language. I am on the path. I know that this is going to take a lot of time to learn this language. And I have patience. I have decided that like means I'm gonna give for this language 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. So let's say this is my journey.
Yes, yes, wonderful. And sir, I have a one more question to you. And you have been learning this language about 2 years. Right now, also you are speaking English very well. There is no doubt. I know also for learning this language, you had to struggle a lot. I have been learning this language about 2 years. I had to struggle a lot for learning this language. I know English is not my mother tongue. It is second language. Yeah, it will take time. Actually, in our locality, there is no good English environment. And I noticed that many YouTubers they are always making the thumbnail. How did you learn English just 15 days? How did you learn English just 30 days? And sir, what do you think? Is it possible that 15 days and just 30 days you can learn this language properly? What do you
It's
think about
totally
it?
sorry, Miss Light went off. Like there is some light went on. Okay, means you have to talk like that. So let me tell you one thing that like no one can learn English within 30 days. It's a lifelong process because there are means I think 1,71,000 vocabs. I'm not sure that like and people they are going to learn lots of vocabs. Then how can people learn within a 1 month this language? There are lots of structures. Okay, they can't learn within 3 months, but sorry, within 30 days. It's totally impossible because we have the example here. See that you have been speaking this for 1 year, I have been speaking this for 2 years. Still, we are learning this language,
Yes,
and we are not satisfied with our language, and still we want to get some new vocabs, new structures, and we are improving our accent, pronunciation. Do you think that like this language can be learned within within 1 month? Is it impossible? It's totally impossible. It can't be learned within 30 days. Okay. There are lots of people which they are going to learn this language within at least 1 year. Let me tell you 1 year. It's okay, but you take classes. Without taking classes, you can't learn. Means by through mobile, how can we learn that? Like if you are going to watch any kinds of video, then you will watch one video, two videos. Then after that you will get up. I will, oh my god, I'm now my eyes I started like paining. I'm going to take rest. But if you are going to take offline classes, it's your important that like if you have to take class. They will make you force. They will force you to speak English.
yes,
By
yes.
our we can't learn this language within 30 days. We can learn this language within 6 months, but you have to take classes, offline classes, not online classes.
Yes, yes. You are right. You are right. Actually, in our country, in our locality, there is no good English environment. Yeah, yeah, and we are learning the new language. It is second language, and that's why also it will always take time. It is not a piece of cake. It is not a cup of tea. Yeah, and no one speak English in our locality. No one speak English at my house. There is no good in environment. Yeah, and sir, I would like to ask another question to you. Right now, you have been learning this language about 2 years. Maybe you have a lot of experience about this language. And sir, I know to learn any language, always you have to follow four rules: L, S, R, W: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Four things are very important for learning this language. But what do you think? What is the most important part for speaking English?
Actually, Vishnu, I am against of writing because you are learning this language. You want to speak English, not how to write this thing. First of all, it means ask yourself, do you have that much of time that like if you are going to write, then you will take at least 1 hour to write. You can't complete your writing within 3 months or within like 30 minutes. The two things are important that like one is like speaking and the next is like is listening.
Yes, yes,
You have to speak and you have to listen. And talking about that like means no writing, go and ask any kind of person, you will get 100 people, no, they will be writing at least 4 and 5 people. They want to write and they must be preparing for some kind of exam. But we are here, we want to speak English. Do we have time to write? Now tell me. If you are going to write, then you can only means enhance your writing skill. And if you are going to open your mouth, then your mouth will become aware about all the things.
yes,
I always go to
yes,
that like is and speaking. Let me tell you one thing that like when you are child, when you are like means 1 month, no, and 2 months, that time what were you doing? You were listening. All the like thing you were listening, and that means when you listen and means rightly not you are not going to speak, but you listen a lot your mother language, and then later you start speaking just like his papa and father, mother like that. In this way,
yes,
we can also learn this language.
yes, yes, definitely. And sir, I'd like to ask one question to you. And another part is important for speaking English. That is also vocabulary. But what kind of method do you follow for improving your vocabulary skill? Do you
Okay, the
like
one
reading English?
actually see, I'm going to show you one books and see that Miss I have recently I have purchased this book like this APJ Abdul Kalam files things. And nowadays I'm reading this book and I'm getting lots of vocabs. You will get lots of vocabs from video. If you are knowledgeable person, if you are able to read book, so you can get lots of vocabs from this book. Okay, and then
Yes,
in this way, you can enhance your vocabulary power. If you want to extend like this your vocabulary power, then just read book. And when you are going to read, you are not going to only get vocabs, you are going to get some knowledge. You know, so try to read book, and you will get some new vocab, and just try to jot down in your notebook. In this way, you can improve your English. And when you are reading book, you will get to know lots of structures. You will get to know lots of vocabs. You will get to know lots of treasure verb. In this way, so see that Mr. I have been speaking. So why I have to read book so that I can get some knowledge from this book. I can also learn vocabs, pages, and I can also get some learn lots of things. So just try to read book. Okay, in this way you can get knowledge. You can also enhance your vocabulary, pages, structures, lots of things you will get. Just try to read book. I would say like.
yes, yes, you are right. Actually, you like reading book. It is also good for improving your vocabulary skill. Actually, according to I also don't like. Yeah, it is boring to me. That's why also I had to stay. I had to struggle for improving my English, improving my vocabulary skill. But when I watch the YouTube video, and at that time also always watch the YouTube video with subtitle. And from those video, I collect few new vocabulary. After that, also I use while speaking English. In this way, right now also I am improving my vocabulary skill. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, in this way you can also like enhance your vocabulary power. But
Yes.
one
Yes.
thing I say that like means okay, because in one video, suppose that you are going to watch any kinds of means conversation video, so you will get at least 4 and 5 videos. So what will you get? You said that means whenever I get this new vocabs, so you are getting only vocabs, but you are not
Yes.
getting knowledge. You are getting only vocabs, but you are not getting knowledge. When we read book, we get inspiration, like it's not in how can I tell that, like motivation. We get some motivation, so we can also get some that like there are lots of gaps and structure. When you watch video, you get only vocabs, but when you read book, not you get only that like because you get also misno situations. There are lots of things in this book. I'm not against like this watching and listening. You have to listen, you have to watch, and just get whatever you are getting from that video, from that like means podcast. Why I'm saying
Yes,
like that,
yes.
that see that if you are reading book, when you get motivation from that book, you can recite this story to your children.
Yes. All right. All right, sir. It was nice conversation with you. Yeah, we are talking 20 minutes. Yeah, you are also speaking English very well, and I have learned a lot of things from you. Yeah, and it was amazing conversation with you. Yeah, and surely we will meet again for in this kind of video. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, sir. Take care. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Goodbye.